And now the mark. Oh! Oh! It went to 0! Yeah!
Don't get rug pulled. Don't get rug pulled. Don't get rug pulled. Don't get rug pulled. Heard that project is a trap. Don't get rug pulled. Everything they say is kept. Don't get rug pulled. 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 Turn your savings into scraps. Don't get rug pulled. They be plotting on your racks. Whoa, whoa. We gon' know where we at. New USB for my racks. Not slipping, no, I never let. VPN changed the map. He lying, you know that he kept. I know he be hacking. Look at the way I shake. The same way I bring racks in. That's the same way I bring racks in.
Damn!
That's the same way I bring racks in. That's the same way I bring racks in. Don't get rug pulled. 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 Heard that project is a trap. Don't get rug pulled. Everything they say is kept.
What's up, my fellow NFT collectors and comic book fans? It's time for a really big comic to drop. Sensation Comics #1 dropping on DC Palm. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with me. We got Joe Rubalcaba first in the chat today. Mr. Planet Profiter is here. Says this is going to the moon. I don't know exactly if that's what he's saying, but that's how I interpreted it. What's up, Mario C? We got Alejandro in the house. Shauna is ready to go. We got my man Greedy One who's posting secret rares for $1 against my advice, my financial advice. Hey, that's on you, bro. If that's what you want to do with your life, you gotta do what you want to do. People enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I didn't even get a chance to snipe. It didn't pop up on my screen. Shout out to Got to Get the Bag. Oliver K says, do you have a link for the queue? I got a link for you. The link, I should be able to type the link. It should be https://nft.dcuniverse.com. That should be the link. Okay, so what I thought I would do today, as soon as these queues start up in about 3 minutes, is show you guys how I'm going to be entering multiple queues. Then we'll go in and watch some videos from the Omi homies. We'll check the price predictions, and then I will once again show you guys how to do the queues for people who don't see it the first time. So let me get in here and see if we got, I don't even know what I would look for. If anybody did a video, oh yeah, we got a video from the homie My Collectibles, who is a somewhat of a comic expert, so I'm always looking for his advice on comic book drops. So we were going to check out his video before the drop begins, and I'll show you guys how to set up queues first. So let me get that queued up, speaking of queues, and then we'll get going. It's Tabgate, y'all. Get those Chrome tabs ready. All right, let me pause my man, My Collectibles. All right, let me show you what I'm doing here today to get these drops. And I will tell you this right now, not financial advice, that this is, I mean, you're guaranteed to get the drop. If you do exactly what I do, at least 30 tabs, at least 20 tabs, 25 tabs, 20 to 30, you're going to get this drop for sure. Some people say what I'm doing, though, is not good or is cheating.
I am also,
well, I'm just going to tell you right
100 million%.
I'm not your moral
not
compass.
your moral compass. And
sorry,
it's not somebody you should be looking for to be a moral compass.
Tell him, Danny boy. We are not your moral compasses, y'all. All right, let's get back into this. So what you want to do here is for each Chrome account, you can open 2 tabs. So as you see here, I'm right-clicking down here on, right-clicking here and then hitting the Google Chrome button, and then this page right here pops up. If you're the only person who uses your account, you might only have one Google Chrome account. And as you can see, I started with the Braylon account, which is my kid's account, and now I'm going to enter 2 queues by clicking nft.dcuniverse.com. I wish the limit was 2 too, so I could go for another one today. Dane K, limit is 1. So if you got one on early access, you can't get another one. And then this is the part where you get your second queue from each account. You got to go up to these triple dots right here and hit new incognito window. And when you do that, you'll have to actually type in nft.dcuniverse.com. I didn't have to because I already used this tab earlier today. And then you'll get into another queue. So what we're going to be doing also is taking these queues here. Let's see, you can see it right here. Minimizing, if you go like this, there's a certain limit. It'll go all the way to the end. Get it all the way to the end. Scroll this all the way up to here and to make it to where you can just see the time, right? So we're going to do that on all of these today. So let's do it on this one as well. Put it up right here, make it to where we can see the time. Right there will be fine. And what we're going to do here is, get these all set up on our desktop where we have all these set up like I did earlier today. I'll show you my screenshot from earlier today. And then whenever the drop begins, you'll be able to see all your queues at the same time, and whichever queue has the lowest number and gets in first, that'll pop up and you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to get in there faster. That's how I was able to get uncommon token ID number 7 today. Shout out to Eric and G Money, who have been using this technique for a while. Somebody mentioned it to me, I think it was Eric, during the last stream. This is what it looked like during my pre-queue. Actually, I had more than that. I had 2 screens, but like I said, you're just going to sit there and get them to where you can see all the queues at the same time, and that's going to give you a little bit of an advantage when the drop begins. All right, let's check out my collectibles video on today's comic drop. If you guys are not subscribed to my collectibles YouTube channel already, I'm going to link this video in the chat and you can subscribe from there. And of course, I will also mute myself so there's no echo.
Hey everybody, this is My Collectibles coming back with another video, and we have a VV comic that's coming up in a couple days from now that is very interesting, and I wanted to give you a breakdown of it and show you what the comic's worth in the real world, and just kind of give you a little bit of a background with some predictions about what I think it could go for in the aftermarket on VV, of course, and compare it to another comic that we already have in VV, just to give you a sense of things, to let you know if you want to go for this drop or not. So if you do like this video, make sure you hit like, and then also you got to comment down below and let me know if you're going for this comic. It is a very cool one, you know, right on the cusp of the Silver Age and the Bronze Age. You know, it's not a bad comic. It's quite nice, actually, and I really wanted you to let me know what you think. You can also follow me on Twitter. We'll continue the conversation there for sure. I'm going for this comic. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I do that, don't I? Wrong comic, huh? All right, well, we got a comics and crypto video. I apologize. Well, why did it pop up when I typed in Sensation VV? Doesn't make any sense. It's not my fault. That's YouTube's fault. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should probably pay better attention. Shout out to My Collectibles, though. I linked that video in the chat so you can still subscribe to them. So we're going to have to watch a comics and crypto video. And you guys know that I have a problem with the comics and cryptos videos, but I watch them anyway. And my big problem is, and it's going to happen again, and I'm going to be mowing my lawn, and this is exactly what's going to be in my head, is this theme song gets stuck in my head because it's a little too good. Like, who wrote this? It's a little too good. It's a little too catchy. All right, let's watch the comics and crypto video. I'm going to link this video in the chat as well so you guys can subscribe to them. Here we go.
Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, collectors world in a digital age. Comics and crypto, crypto and comics is where the next billionaires will be rich. Comics and crypto.
Hey there, comics and crypto critters, and welcome back to HODL or Sell, where we'll be breaking down Sensation Comics number 1. This is not financial advice, but purely for entertainment purposes only. Have fun, and remember to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button to receive weekly updates on all our content. This Thursday, April 13th, we are getting the Golden Age Grail Sensation Comics number 1. The first cover appearance of Wonder Woman and the second comic appearance of Wonder Woman. Making her debut in All-Star Comics number 8, Wonder Woman is the first major female superhero in comic book history. Her strength, intelligence, and compassion made her a role model for young girls, and her adventures inspired readers of all ages. Sensation Comics number 1 is an anthology book that features several stories, but the most significant story is about Wonder Woman. The story, titled Introducing Wonder Woman, begins on the island of Themyscira, home of the Amazons, a race of warrior women. Princess Diana, the daughter of the Amazon Queen, is chosen to go to the outside world as an ambassador of peace and to help fight against the forces of evil. Sensation Comics number 1 is also notable because it was one of the first comic books to feature a female lead character, and it helped pave the way for other women to become prominent figures in the comic book industry. The success of Wonder Woman and Sensation Comics number 1 played a significant role in breaking down gender barriers and expanding the audience for comic books. According to Go Collect, Sensation Comics number 1 has only 110 graded books on the CGC census. There is only one 9.6 graded book at its highest grade, with the most recent public sale of this comic fetching $399,100 back in 2017. We believe this comic would sell for over $1 million today. Before we give our final verdict, we want to remind you that digital slabs are now available at cherrycharts.com. These slabs are a free and fun way to show off your VV NFT comics on all of your favorite social media platforms. For our final verdict, we give this comic a hodl. This is one of the most significant comics for one of the most important superhero characters in history, holding tremendous historical and pop culture value. With Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman coming to an end, James Gunn has confirmed that we will see a reboot of Wonder Woman in the future, beginning with Paradise Lost, a Game of Thrones style story that focuses on the workings of Themyscira long before Diana's birth. Given the scarcity and significance of the physical comic, this digital counterpart has a safe floor with big upside. It's for this reason, if we land the comic on drop day, not only will we hold for the long term, but also look to stack some more in the marketplace. So grab your lasso of truth, hop into the invisible jet, cause this is a drop you do not want to miss. Please make sure to reference the spreadsheet on our link tree for each comic definition and ranking. The link will be included in the details below. Also, if you would like to see our weekly comic book rankings, please make sure to follow us on Twitter at Comics and Crypto. We will have new VV comic book rankings every Monday.
Shout out to Comics and Crypto. Collecting, what do they say? Collecting works in the digital age? I don't know, but it's going to be stuck in my head, just that tune. It's like you got to know the words if the tune's going to be stuck in your head. I don't really know the words, so I'm just mumbling stuff that don't even make sense. But they like it. They think this is a good one to go for. Sensation Comics #1, as you can see on Go Collect, 400,000 for the last 9.6 that's sold on there. And let's see if we got any price predictions on today's comic. I haven't put a price prediction in myself. G-Money says, when can I cash out? Can you not cash out on DC Palm still? I know they cut it off for a bit, but man, every time VV cuts it off, they cut it back on in like a week. They got that leg up there on DC Palm because DC Palm hasn't said anything about it for a while. I'm trying to figure out what these are for yesterday. So yeah, this is for today's comic. Yeah, Sensation. All right, so we do have some price predictions. Here's another one from Aiden. Aiden's got 32 on today's comic, 39 on the uncommon, 69 on the rare, 210 on the epic, and over a 1,000. Over 1,000 on the legendary. Stefanos has about 1,000 on the legendary as well. 35 on the common, 44 on the uncommon, 72 on the rare, 220 on the epic. Shoe special. Whoa, 5K on the legendary, 2K, and lots of emojis. All right, Phantasm's at 40, 44, 80, 210, and 1K. And then Quilly's dad. Come on, Quilly's dad. We were doing so good. Quilly, get your dad, bro. Get your dad out of here. All right, there's Quilly. Quilly coming back. In place for his dad. 40, 60, 100, 280, and 1K. Here's Aiden. I thought you already had a prediction up here, Aiden. Yeah, Aiden's got a couple predictions. He repredicts 30, 40, 60, 170, 880. His prediction went down a little bit. All right, let's see if we got any more in here. One more from Shaz. 29, 35, 64, 195. So a lot of people have the legendary today, over 1,000 gems. Total edition size is 5,000. I have a screenshot here if I can find it that will give us all the information we need. Let me just find the screenshot. There it is. Let me put it over here so we can see better and pull it up on the screen. And you can see here 5,000 total editions, one per account. Price is $10. Reveal time 2 p.m. like usual. All right, let's start loading up some queues. Let's get queued up. You can see if you don't get your queue, it's going to error. This one's going to error too. This one errored. This is what happened to me a lot. This morning when I was doing early access, I had opened up about 14 queues and none of them had captchas. Like this one didn't have a captcha either. And then pretty much eventually they all hit this error. When the error, you got to refresh, scroll down here and put that captcha in there. So X6SD2FH, we're in there. And like I said, we're going to be minimizing our screens today and getting them, all of them on the desktop so that we can see them all at the same time. So when the drop begins, we'll know which one has the lowest queue number. Get back up there. Where are you going? Think you're doing, man? All right, we're going to get some more queues going. All right, let me check the poll real quick. 80% of the chat going for this one. 8% already got one on early access. I would think that there's more people in the chat who got one on early access already. I guess not. Yeah, no capture. If you're not getting capture, you're going to need a refresh. So let's see if that helps. This is the one I haven't got the capture on. This one, I didn't get capture, then it errored, and then I entered the capture. This one still hasn't had capture yet. So let's see if I refresh, if it gives me the capture. It did. You want the capture. If you don't have the capture, that's a bad thing. Not financial advice. I know some people say they went through the whole drops before and never got any captures, and it went through just fine. But for me, the last 3 weeks, I've noticed that if you don't get capture, eventually it errors, and you have to put the capture in anyway. So if you don't get a capture the first time, you might as well just refresh. So let's get in here and get into some more queues. Make this a little bigger. Just loading up queues to show you guys how to do it. I have already gotten mine on the early access, so I'm not actually going for it during the public drop. Thomas G's got 40 queues. Let's go. How many editions? 5,000 total editions today. Jan says, until 2 drops, I don't get CAPTCHA request. If you don't, you might have to refresh. Let's see if I got... Yeah, I already did my CAPTCHA on this one. So like I said, I'm going to be minimizing this as much as I can so I can fit them all on my screen at the same time. Boom. Throw that one over here. And this is what you want to do to get a second... Am I live? Yeah, my OBS was minimized. I didn't even think I was sitting there talking to myself. No, we're live. So what you want to do to get a second queue for each one of your Google accounts is click these 3 buttons, hit the new incognito tab, and then this is going to pop up for you. And once again, you'll be able to enter another queue. All right, we're in our 4th queue. And I usually have about, today I had 23. I usually have more than that, but I was messing around trying to get them all resized so that I could see them all on the screen at the same time. Thomas G says, I got the Wiz number 2 without CAPTCHA. I remember the Wiz number 2 drop, and I had the same issue with Wiz number 2 where I wasn't getting CAPTCHAs at first, and then they all errored, and I had to put the CAPTCHAs in. But then during the public drop, nobody got CAPTCHAs, and everybody's went in fine. Rest is still not getting CAPTCHAs. Yeah, if you don't get the CAPTCHA, don't worry about it, I guess. But keep them up here and keep an eye on them. I had a couple of them error on me with like 2 minutes before the drop began earlier today. DC said last time some don't get CAPTCHAs and it's fine. Psh, watch and see. I should have recorded. Y'all never believe me. I'm going to record my early access. Maybe it's an early access thing. Maybe it's an early access thing. I'm going to record it. I'm not making it up. It really happened. It happened to other people too. I'm not the only one. It's a real thing, y'all. I promise. I wouldn't lie. It was like I had 14 queues open. And then when I opened that 15th queue, it gave me a CAPTCHA for the first time. And then all these other queues that didn't have CAPTCHA started erroring. So, I don't know. It might be an early access thing, like Henry Overseas says. You might be right. I think I might start streaming the early access drops. The only problem is I just don't remember. Like, I forgot all about the drop today until I think it was Greedy One or somebody mentioned that the drop was happening. And I was like, oh no, it was, I think it was Mo Knows. And I was like, oh crap, I forgot about that. Is this a good one? This is definitely a good drop to go for, absolutely. What's up, BB Arcade in the chat on the tab gate? Y'all need at least 20 tabs. Maybe get 30. Let me know in the chat how many queues you got. We still got 15 minutes. Rewind did not get any captions during early access. Maybe it has to do with your IP. Yeah. I think they go by IP. Okay. Dima says if you have more than 9, you start triggering their protection. Yeah, I think that's what it is for me anyway. For my IP, whenever I get to about 15 captchas, it starts triggering. 15 queues, it starts triggering the captchas. And I don't know exactly how they do it. All right, so I just opened a new queue. I'm going to use my new incognito tab to get into a 6th queue. And the point here, I just want to show you guys how I'm getting all these on my screen at the same time. See, this one didn't give me a CAPTCHA. Let me refresh. No CAPTCHA on this one. I don't know. Just keep your eyes on them. As long as you have them all up on your screen like this, if they error, you'll see it, and you'll be able to enter a CAPTCHA real quick and fix it. Alright, so I got like 6 of them up so far. Sir Thristlot's got 42 open. Jacob's got 9,000. That's cap, my friend. Oliver with 25. Vigorous Pigeon with 25. Yeah, I had 23 today. JB's on 43. Y'all need to get your numbers up. Mono says, Dave Straight, give credit where it's due. You would have missed out on that juicy number 7. Yeah, thank you, Monos. And Monos hit an uncommon number 1 today on the drop. Congratulations. Gearson says, first DC drop for me. Do I need an account? Any tips / gates? Yeah, John Gearson's the gate here is called Chrome Gate. We're using our Google Chrome accounts to open as many queues as we can. People are getting into 20, 30, even 40 queues, and each queue gives you an extra opportunity to get the drop. Whichever queue has the lowest serial number will be as fast as you get in there. So once you get in there, you do have to have an account. So if you don't have an account already, it's going to slow you down. You're going to have to make an account real quick. And then it costs $10. You don't have to preload your money. Once you reserve one of the drops, you'll have like, I don't know, is it like 3 minutes to check out? I think you have something like 3 minutes to buy. Fun Under the Sun's got 3. Those are rookie numbers, my friend. Henry Overseas on that 69 gate. Is that about NFTs or something else? I don't know. Superstar Money says, if you don't get CAPTCHA, are you even a bot? That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting CAPTCHA anymore. I don't know what's up with that. After that, statistics don't really improve your chance to get a better queue. After what? Go with 8? Ooh, Rewind says after 8, it doesn't really improve your chances. I don't know, man. I need you to show me your work on that. Show me your mathematical work, because I think it does improve your chances. Obviously not a Dragon Ball Z fan. Vegeta. Yeah, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z. If you ask my kid, though, he knows all that. I don't know that stuff. I was too old for anime. I never got into it. VB Rant says, how can you open Mini on the same browser? VB Rant, check it out. Here's what we're doing. So for each one of my Google Chrome accounts, I can open up 2 queues. And if you don't have that many Google Chrome accounts, you can just click add and continue without account and just create an account and put anything here. I don't know, Bob. We'll call this one Bob. Once you do that, you'll have to type in nft.dcuniverse.com. That'll get you into your first queue. Let's see, are we in there? It's going to give me a CAPTCHA, huh? This one gave me CAPTCHA. Sometimes I get CAPTCHA, sometimes I don't. I don't know why. We're trying to figure out why. And after you enter that queue by putting in the CAPTCHA, let me minimize this, make it a little smaller. This is too big too. That's as small as it gets. All right, so I got this one in here. Now the next step, so that you get 2 queues with every Google account, is to click these 3 buttons right here, and you'll see a new incognito window. Click on the new incognito window, then you'll have to type in nft.dcuniverse again. You'll have to do your CAPTCHA again, 4ZM5EC. And what I'm doing today is minimizing all of these so that I can see all of my queues at the same time. So when the drop begins, I'll be able to see visually which one has the lowest serial number or which one gets in fastest. Let me move these over here. You just find a good way to rearrange those. Got my tabs open. Let's go. Yeah, today I'm the bot, says Delamo. 4 tabs for the biggest bro. I'm on mobile. Ooh, that's tough. Praygate. If you got Safari, you can open a lot of tabs with Safari. Rewind says you would have to a lot more than you would have to have a lot more than anything else for it to improve after 8. Remember, the more there are, it increases the total queues overall. Bro, I mean, do you want me to do a mathematical equation for you? It's not true. It's the more queues you have, the better chance you have of getting the drop. And I don't see any way around that mathematically. If you can convince me, I mean, I'm not unconvincible, but I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. Mr. Not Like Them says, Botgate. This is not Botgate. This is Chromegate, my friends. Superstar Money says, dad jokes, please. Dad jokes. You know, one of my dad jokes is, I've noticed that video games have really warped children's minds and the way that they look at words. For example, the word boss. Kids see that word completely different. Like the other day, I introduced my kid to my boss. He drank a potion and attacked her. Get it? Because they think bosses are like the main characters that they have to defeat in video games. Forget about it. I once knew a trick named Anyway. Super Arsenal. There's a dad joke for you. I will have a VB Arcade show at 3 p.m. today. Yes, that is true, y'all. VB Arcade will be having a VB Arcade show through Spatial today, 3 p.m. Eastern. Is that Eastern Standard Arcade? Superstar Money gave me the badum-ching. Thank you. I mean, I got dad jokes all day. We got 10 more minutes. I could tell you guys about. It's not even a dad joke. This is just a true story about growing up. My kid growing up, not me. My kid growing up. We live out in the country, so we had to drive a lot, and I didn't have a CD player in my car, so we just listened to the stereo. And me being a good dad, I let my kid pick out the music he likes. He'd listen to different music, different stations, and if he likes that kind of music, like he really liked Rob Zombie for some reason. But of course, since I'm big into old school hip hop, he had to listen to a lot of old school hip hop because it was my turn to pick the songs once in a while. And the problem with old school hip hop, he enjoyed it, but he doesn't understand what none of the words mean. And as a parent, and he asks you what a word means, sometimes you gotta lie about what the word means. For example, one of his favorite songs is the song at the end where Nate Dogg says, hey, 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 smoke weed every day. Everybody likes that part, right? And my kid's like, what are they talking about, though? I like that part. What are they talking about? And what am I going to say? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's Nate Dogg. He calls himself Nate Dogg because he loves nature, and he smokes weeds because he wants to get all the weeds out of people's gardens. So, I mean, he's just telling you guys that he wants to smoke those weeds. And this explains why he has so many hoes. I don't think I told him that last part, but it all made sense. Mr. Planet Profit, how am I getting multiple queues again? So I'm using Google Chrome. If you have Safari and you're on a mobile, you can use mobile and get as many as possible. But if you click Google Chrome here, you can get into 2 queues for every account you have. So I've created all these accounts from earlier today. Y'all like that one? You like the nature dog? Sometimes you got to think on the fly. So I created all these accounts from earlier today. So if you don't have them, you'll have to create them as you go. You can click add and just continue without an account and put any name at all. Like you can see, I'm just putting regular names here. So from any one of these, you can type in nft.dcuniverse. You'll get to the CAPTCHA. Once you enter your CAPTCHA, that's going to be 1 queue. And then from here, you'll open an incognito tab. and you can get to another queue. So this one didn't give me a captcha. The captchas thing is buggy today. Sometimes it gives you captcha and sometimes it don't. Hopefully all these don't error out on me before the drop begins like it did on early access. We'll see. So from here, I'm going to click these 3 buttons, new incognito window, and then I can get into another tab. So 2 tabs for each Google Chrome account, and you can make as many Google Chrome's accounts as you want. You can pretty much get into as many tabs as you want until your computer crashes. Brunei says that shirt with your NFT on. The shirt with your NFT on is fire. Shout out to my man Kryptoni. He sent me over a shirt with a cool ducky NFT on it. It had the blockchain address, the token ID on it, all that cool stuff. And those NFTs are going up. And I got a t-shirt to match my NFT, which is super dope. Kryptoni makes those. So if you guys are interested in getting something like that. He also does shirts to match your VB Arcade NFTs. I've got one shirt to match one of my VB Arcade NFTs as well. Those are really cool. Sometimes I'll wear them around and people look at me like I'm strange. But one day they'll understand. And they'll look back and be like, oh, I remember a guy walking around with a t-shirt on. He was smart, actually. Brune88 already has a VB Vault t-shirt. Let's go. VB Vault t-shirts are available. I think the link is in the description. Got about 4 or 5 different styles. They're vintage because they say VB Vault, and I'm OG Vault now. VB Drop says, where are the OG Vault shirts? I got to get new designs or something. I don't know. I'm not big on merch, honestly. Good morning, Chago. We're going for this DC Palm Drop. This is a really good comic to go for today. Sensation Comics #1. They call this a key issue. First appearance of Mr. Terrific. Isn't Mr. Terrific? Isn't that the guy from Shark Tank? Oh, no, that's Mr. Wonderfull. My bad. Same thing. First appearance of Wildcat. Okay. Origin of Little Boy Blue. Little Boy Blue? Really? That's a comic book character? They made a song about him. Little Boy Blue got lost in a shoe. It's probably not how it goes. All right, we'll check out price predictions before it begins. Just load up. Y'all need to keep loading up your queues. You want to get about 20 or 30 queues. Let me know in the chat how many queues you got as I go through these price predictions. Bruin88 says, Kryptoni, how do I reach you? You can find Kryptoni on Twitter. He's usually in our chat. He used to be in our chat, but then he got real moony, turned into a big moon boy, and I kind of joked about it, and he didn't like that too much. Shirt with OG Vault having a sad face. Are you saying that we should possibly turn that into a shirt? I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe if it's animated and it's actually doing that, maybe. I don't like it. I wouldn't wear it. Shauna's got 40 queues. Let's go. Aman is on that Jordan Gate. That's one of my favorite. The 23 queues, the Jordan Gate. Greedy One says mowing vault would be sick. No, mowing vault is not cool at all. I don't enjoy mowing. Do a poll for shirts. What kind of poll for shirts? I don't know what that means. 2 computer each with 70. Are you serious, Henry Overseas? This dude got 140 queues. Bro, you should get every drop. All right, Aiden's got 32, 39, 69, 210, and 1100. You can see these legendary price predictions. Everybody's at like 1,000 and 5,000. It's wild. 1,000 Phantasm. Pay no attention to Quilly's dad. Quilly's dad's crazy. That's why Quilly turned out the way he did. Quilly's got 1K. Aiden changed his mind and went to 880. And we got another prediction down here at the bottom from Shaz. 29, 35, 64, 195. And 1100. How much will the comic cost? Oh, yeah, you got you. I got you. All right, so as you can see, once again, Sensation Comic #1 sells for 400K. Crap, what did I do? I hit the wrong button. And what I'm doing here on my multiple queues is minimizing these so I can see them all at the same time. So when the drop begins, I'll know which one has the lowest queue number, and I can get in quick. Need a shirt of me. VVRK, why do you keep talking about blocking me, bro? Just do it already if you're going to block me. I don't know what Arcade's deal is. I don't know what kind of poll you want either, Dane K. I can't keep up with the chat today. It's my birthday today. Congratulations, Don Shopoff. Happy birthday. BE from the VV Drop channel had a birthday yesterday. And was it Roger Dodger who had a birthday before that? I believe. Rewind says 65 on the common. Ooh, high predictions. 55 on the uncommon. I always think the uncommon's going to do better on the common than DC Palm. I like the uncommons. 135 on the rare, 225 on the epic, and over 1,000 on the legendary. A lot of people expect that legendary to be over 1,000 today. Dr. Strange, how do we do what? Yeah, 1 per account. I'm not sure what you're asking, bro. How do we do that? How do you block me? You just click the block button. D's got 8 tabs. Those are some rookie numbers, bro. Yeah, it was Roger Dodger. Happy birthday to Roger Dodger. Happy birthday to the VV Drop. And happy birthday. Oh, I lost it. We got another birthday in here. I missed it. Oh, where'd it go? Well, happy birthday to you too. VB Arcade is fighting with OG Vault. I don't know. I think he is. I haven't figured it out. I don't understand why. I think I'm too much FUD for Arcade. Only 9 queues. K Bacon, I'm not actually going for this drop. I got mine on the early access, and the limit is 1 today. I just opened these queues to show you guys my new technique, the new method that Eric and G Money explained to me. Only Power says 30 on the common, 40 on the uncommon, 60, 170, and 350. 350 on the legendary, though. Besides that, it looks pretty good. Greedy One says going for a layup and Arcade blocking it should be the next light parade. No, let's not do that. Doctor Strange, did my tips help? Still tweaking it, but yep. All right, so VB Drop got you hooked up with the information. Gadgy got 1 captcha. I got a couple captchas during the public access, but none of these have aired out on me because that's the problem I had during early access. I had several that didn't queue when I first got into them, and then about 2 minutes before the drop began, I had like 4 of them air out on me. I was able to get through and get the captchas into all 4 before the drop began. Why are the DC comics valued more than VV? Depends on the comic, Sandbox. I mean, I'm sure there's comics on VV that are more valuable than some comics on DC. They got regular comics, they got Grail comics, they got Key comics, and they also have lower edition sizes. So it's all about really kind of like the physical value of that comic in the physical world, whether it be on DC or VV. Dr. Strange, how do we see all tabs? You see what I got here? So what I do is I minimize these after I get into the page and just scroll down to where only the clock's showing. What's Arcade talking about? Arcade got jokes. What do you say? VB Arcade is fine. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I think they have the supply and demand right on DC, but they also have less users. They could go to 3K, 3,500 edition sizes. Lost count on how many tabs I have open. Oh no, Kurazimi's got a lot. You get an alt tab and see all tabs, but I don't think it's refreshes. Might be wrong about that. Yeah, I was wondering about that, Kevin Garcia. I saw you mention that during my VV drop. I haven't tried that yet. I'm afraid to try it. I can never block Paul. I don't block anyone. I'm just teasing because everybody blocks everybody. I just actually unblocked everybody. Even Randy Chavez and Comics and Crypto, 2 of my least favorite people. I even unblocked them. I unblocked everybody yesterday. I'm not saying that I'm going to keep everybody unblocked. I've already blocked 1 person, but I'm starting over. Fresh start. Most of my DC Palm comics are much less than VV comics. Yeah, like the Harley Quinns and stuff. And really that Harley Quinn #1 is really underpriced. So there are stuff that's really low on there, lower than it should be. And Wiz #1, or is it Wiz #2? Yeah, Wiz #2 is really low. When do you think the next Grail will drop? I mean, if they just drop Sensation Comics #1, they might go a couple weeks before they drop a Grail. You don't like Sean from Comics and Crypto? I'm not a big fan. I mean, I feel like they really pushed these low serial number commons after they bought a bunch of them, and they tried to convince people that they were worth more than secret rares, which I always said was ridiculous. And then they made a bunch of money off of it, and now everybody sees it was ridiculous. I'm an opinionated person. Also, they were rude to me when I tried to collab with them. They're like, "We don't like your attitude." I'm like, "Well, you can kiss my."
I am
just so you guys know for the drop again.
100 million% not your moral compass, and not somebody you should be looking for to be
I'm
a
not your moral
compass.
And neither is Danny Boy. All right, we're going to see how this works where you got all of the tabs. So what I did a little bit is scroll up a little bit on these so I can see all the bars. And then whenever one of them gets through quick, you'll see it. So none of mine are through fast yet. All right, let me put this over here where I can see a little better. Cool, cool, cool. All right, good luck, y'all. Good luck. Thank you, Lil Wong. Just be real. I'm just being real. I'm trying to be real. Low mint commons are sexy, though. Sexy? Is that really the way you want to describe low mint commons? There's a serial number 69. It's pretty sexy. I'm thinking I'm getting some bad queue numbers. Luckily, I already got mine during early access, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully you guys are getting in there with some quick queues. I should have reminded you too, another good thing to do, especially if you're using these new tabs, is to copy and paste your email address so you don't have to type it in. You want to get in there as soon as possible to get the lowest token ID possible, but that's more important during early access where you get the really low IDs. Superstar Money says, this queue system takes way too long. I'm wondering what VB's going to do for a queue system. Do you think it's going to be like this? Do you think it's going to be better? It's going to be worse? They say it's not going to be long. They don't want it to be long and boring. But how do you do a queue without it being long and boring? Queue number 1284K Bacon. That's very good. You should definitely get one. Chowder Snort got in immediately. VB Arcade did not get good queue numbers. How many queues did you have? Hopefully enough. Marcado 848. That's a very good queue number. We get lower IDs during early access. Yes, these are minted first come first serve. So the people with back cows who get early access always get the low token IDs. That's why I got uncommon number 7 today. Riley Pearson is on there at 11,000 on his queue. That's not good. Chromegate doesn't work. It linked to IP. All 50 of my queues are spot 3666. Well, then you did it wrong, my friend. You got to pay attention. You see all my queues. Are all my queues the same? No, that's because I did it right. You got to use, I mean, I got a video about it. It's the Green Lantern video. I was trying to show you guys several times, but the point of the queue gate is that you're using different Chrome accounts for each 2 queues. You get 2 queues for every Google Chrome account. If you're using one Google or Chrome account and just opening tabs, then they're all going to be the same queue. You got to do it the right way or it won't work. My best queue is not good. Luckily, like I said, I already got mine during early access. Mine is 19,000. My best queue is 19,000. I only had 11 queues, so I didn't have a whole lot of queues. But somebody who said you had to have 8 queues, Arcade's got 10 queues. Now you need to be coming with like 30 queues, y'all. I only had 23 during early access, but that was early access. It wasn't public. I would have at least 30 on this. 5,000 total editions, Rory. Greedy one says, I think NBA Top Shot does videos during queues. Yeah, they do that, but their queues take a long time, even after the queue starts. Like, this goes pretty quick. Once you're in there, you're in there. But man, Top Shot that's like your whole day to get a pack. It's like 3 or 4 hours. Riley says, I just do it in incognito mode and just can make as many as I want and it works fine. So you just open tabs in incognito over and over? I haven't tried that. Maybe that works. I don't know. I haven't tried that one. I might try that next. Thomas G, 40 queues and only now just getting in. 6K is good. 4 minutes. Yeah, I think all you guys are fine. I think you'll get one. 3,100 for Sugar Shane. I think if you're under 5K in your queue, you're getting one. Maybe even under 10K. Had 15 queues, best is 10K. 10K might be all right. Dr. Strange got a 6K. VV Drops in there, got one. Chowder Snore got one. He got in quick. 2 queues for Just Mern. He got a 10K. That might be good enough to get one. Purchasing a Bat Cow has paid off. Yeah, I knew it would. But as soon as I found out that the Bat Cows get early access and the early access gets the lowest token IDs and people pay more than for low token IDs, you knew that the Bat Cow was going to pay for itself quickly. Diamond Ink got in super quick. Only one tab out of 50 got me into purchase one. Let's go, Ronnie Light. It only takes one. Troy Carthy got one. Unisonico got one. Congratulations. Looks like one of mine's moving. I just saw some movement here. I think this is my lowest one, so that's going to be the first one in here. 46 minutes, though. I'm glad I got one during early access. I would not be getting one today, but I would have had more queues if I was actually going for one. Diamond Ink had 44 queues. K Bacon got one. Tucson minted a cow. Yeah, I didn't mint one. I wasn't smart enough to mint one, but I bought one in the aftermarket. Wiggins of Hip Fire says, I've only done 5 tabs. My past 2 drops hit the legendary whiz and hopefully hitting a legendary sensational. I mean, I feel like it's just luck, though. You can see what I did here with 11 queues. My highest is 20K. Mr. Arcade had 10 queues and he wasn't able to get in. Charles Thomas is in there. Dima's wifey might get one. 4141. Yeah, you should be able to get one with that. There's 5,000 total editions. And I mean, 5,000 total editions. You got to think most people are using multiple queues, and a lot of people are going to have multiple queues that are under the number 5,000 or 4141. So once they get one, they're going to close out the other one. They're not going to be able to buy 2. So even if your queue is to like 10,000, you might be good today. I think during some recent drops, we've seen people with queue numbers like 12,000, 15,000 still getting the drop before it sells out. Kurazimi's in there. Slack Rex with the 8,000 queue should be fine. Sean got one as well. Got a really low queue at 600. Scored a cow for 350 on the aftermarket. Yeah, I paid like 550 for mine. Just got through and landed a common gang for Camino. What's the site to check your rarity? dc3.wiki is the website. I'll type it in the chat. Go there and click on the live link tab. Maybe all the queues are slowing your speed. Slowing my speed in what way? To get in? I don't think so. I don't think it makes a big difference. And usually whenever I do this, as soon as I find out which one is the lowest, I'll X out of all my other queues. Got it on my last tab I opened, number 42 tab. The rest more than an hour. Wow. Wap Manus had to get 42 tabs, and on the 42nd one, he got in. The rest of them are all too high of queue numbers. Did you see what yesterday DC Drop Legendary is going for? 2K floor this morning. Yeah, I got the Epic on Tuesday's comic. I wasn't going to mint it until I noticed that less than 2,000 total were minted. So I was like, all right, I'll buy one for $10. And I got the Epic. Not a good like token ID or anything, but I have it listed for 295 right now, and I think the floor is 285. Common mint number 301 for Brett Sam. 28 Qs, only one was low. Seems like a lot of people get one low Q no matter how many they have. Wake and Bake early access for Smurf Dabs. Let's go. Yeah, I forgot all about early access if Mo knows who didn't remind me. Is this just one comic per account? Yes, the limit is one today. Hero prices are very solid. A lot of hero collectors say that. Their market is really good. Tony Padilla got 2 at his house. Congratulations. What's my price prediction? I didn't put in a price prediction for this one. I think 1,000 is too much for the legendary. I'd see it more around 500 or 600, but that's still super high. What's up, G? Meadows in the house. Pay got one. Satish got one. Congratulations. Ash Cook says this is worse than bots. We're the bots now, y'all. We're the bots now. How to check rarity? Yeah, let me show you how to check the rarity. What you'll need is your wallet address for DC Palm. I saved mine in a separate text file because if you're like me right now, you can't get in and get your wallet address because you'd have to get through a queue first. But once you get your wallet address, you can just go to dc3.wiki, click on live drop, paste your wallet address right here, get rarity mint info, and it will tell you what you got on the drop. You can see I got uncommon mint number 7. G Meadows says in and out got under 800 waiting list. Let's go. Congratulations. Christopher got one. Simon Dose got one. Congratulations. Do you think we'll be able to move our NFTs off the platform? I think we'll be able to move them off the platform on DC Palm before we will be able to on VV by a long shot. But I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. Vigorous Pigeon with the uncommon. Dilemma's almost in there. Charles Thomas says the DC leader, smile upon me. Never used more than 5 Qs. Never missed a drop. Man, I wouldn't keep doing that. But whatever. You guys do whatever you want, I guess. I think that's just luck, bro. I think it's just luck. I would be maximizing and increasing my chances as much as possible at any chance I can. I probably should have kept one tab open so I could get in there and look at the market a little bit, huh? Too late now. I only got 2 tabs open and they're both super high Qs. So we might not be able to get in here and look at anything on DC Palm during the stream. 53 minutes. Oh, no. My VV collection MJP says you must have hit us with that good luck girl. Got the common. Let's go. Yeah, common gang good luck girl. That's kind of what happens, but I use her every time. So common gang for pay, uncommon for main event. Mr. Steckdoll says write a P in your browser. Write a P in your, what does it mean? Write a P in your browser. I don't know what it means. Amen. Regarding BB versus DC NFT, yeah, I think a lot of people suspect that. What's up, 2 Cordero? Congratulations, I got one. Omi Power says 7,000 people ahead of me, 3,300 comics left. We can keep an eye on the number as they get minted. They're going. 3,000 comics left. Huang Vu says, got one. Check my rarity. Rare number 195. Congratulations on that, Rare. Would you buy the comic on multiple accounts if your queue is low enough? Would I buy the comic on multiple accounts? Yeah. I mean, if you're somebody who has multiple accounts and doesn't feel bad about it, to me, I feel like that's cheating. But a lot of people think what I do is cheating. So depends on how you look at it. Shane says, I think I scored a comic. Yeah, no problem. Congratulations. Arcade says 9K people in front of me. Ugh, I got like 19K. Luckily, I'm not worried about getting one today. I was just hoping to get into the market. Eric got a legendary today. Congratulations to Eric S. with the legendary. I saw several legendaries during early access in my Discord server. Goat Slayer in the house. Common gang for Goat Slayer. Yeah, it's better than nothing though, right? And I'm sure these commons will be above retail. Where do we find the DC wallet address? Hidden Jester, you'll have to go into your Palm Explorer. You'll have to be into your account. You'll click on your collection. I would walk you through it, but I can't get in there until I get past the queue. But basically, you'll go into your collection on DC Palm, click on any comic or NFT that you own. Comics is probably the best way to do it. Then there'll be a little button, a link right below the picture of that NFT that'll say View on Palm Explorer. View on Palm Explorer. When you click on View on Palm Explorer, you scroll down to the bottom. There's going to be some boxes there. You're going to go to the top box. The top box will have 3 lines of text. You're going to go to the middle line of text. That'll have one address pointing to a second address. The second address is yours. It's kind of hard to walk through it without showing you. I do have a video you can check out. Let me find that video for you. That might show you a little bit faster since I can't really show you right now because I can't get through there. Get this video for you. Copy. Here's the video you can check out that tells you exactly how to check all your rarities, mint number, how to use ChromeGate, everything you need to hit this drop. Common 445 for Nathan. Had 8 Qs and got one. Congratulations. Zima says, what rarity did you get? I got mine right here. Uncommon mint number 7. And uncommons are always my favorite. That's what I collect. Although I don't need the low token ID. So as I was saying earlier, I'll probably sell the token ID 7 to one of the low mint collectors. I'll probably sell it to Adam if I can remember, because he's always buying those low mints, and then I'll go back and buy uncommon with a regular token ID, and then use the change to go for the next drop. Thank you, Hidden Jester. Prince Mark got one as well. Ghost Slayer says the Apple private search gate for multiple queues is clutch. Never have missed one since. Thanks for the instructions. No problem. Congratulations on hitting that. I feel like we can get these drops every time. This is like Clockgate to me. This is better than Clockgate. Not only do we get every drop, if you got a back cow, you also get a low token ID every drop. Alan John with an epic today. This is definitely a good drop to hit epic on. Oliver, yeah, got his account suspended. The account suspended thing, it seems like the main reason they suspend counts on DC Palm is for using 2 different credit cards on the same account, or using the same credit card on 2 different accounts. That's something that they usually fix pretty quick if you go through the following steps. You need to go to the DC Palm website and put in a support ticket there, and then note your ticket number. Go into their Discord, the DC Palm Discord server, open a ticket in their Discord server, and let them know what your support ticket number is, and they should be able to get to it and fix it pretty quickly. Crazy Dave, wife and I both got comments. Let's go. It's better than not getting anything, right? Grouch says, got in twice, once in the early access and now, but it will not let me log in. Yeah, Grouch, once you bought one on early access, you can only buy one today. It should still let you log in, but you won't be able to buy more than one. Ben Harvey got one. Congratulations. Let's see how much is left on these. 2,276 left. I wonder where they're at on the queue right now. Probably in the 5,000 range. Hopefully, like I said, 10K. If you got a 10K queue or lower, you might be able to get this one. BB Arcade says 7K in front of me, so maybe it's not as far as along as I thought. Common Gang for Costa. Granddaddy Crypto got a rare. What time does early access start? 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark Pineda, we can check those price predictions one more time. I didn't put my price prediction in today. You got till 2 o'clock because reveal is until 2. You can't buy or sell these on the market until 2. So I might still do my price prediction. But we'll go in here and check to see what some other homies thought on today's drop. Start up here on Stefanos. Uncommon for VV drop. Yeah, I mean, you got an uncommon. You can't expect to get low token IDs if you're not doing the early access. Only 200 left. Ooh, are you sure? That can't be right. Only 200 left? Let me make sure that's right. No, 2,000 left. 2,000. All right, so on price predictions, Stefanos is at 35 on today's common, 44 on the uncommon, 72 on the rare, 220 on the epic, and 980 on the legendary. Shoe specials all the way up to 5K on the legendary. Phantasm also at 1,000 on the legendary. But Quilly's dad here, 5, 6, 10, 20, 50. I don't know if he knows what this comic is. And there's Quilly himself at 40, 60, 100, 280, also at 1,000 on the legendary. Aiden's got 880 on the legendary. And then we got Shaz's predictions down here, 29, 35, 64, 195, and 1,100. Here's Dane K's predictions as well. So predictions are high today. Retail is 10. Most predictions are above retail today. All right, what was I looking for? Yeah, this. Keep an eye on the numbers minted. My wife got number 8 on the early access. Congratulations. I lost it to see whose wife it was, though. Oh, I lost that spot. My bad. Congratulations to whoever's wife got number 8 on the early access. I think it was rare number 8, too. I was reading it, and then it disappeared. I didn't get to see who wrote it. Oh, there's Huang Vu. Congratulations to Mrs. Vu. Better Lemon in the house. Got an epic number 86. Let's go, Lemon. Congratulations. Why am I getting Tucson vibes from Ash? No, Ash isn't like Tucson. Ash is different. Ash just lies about everything. He's our Captain Capper. Pretty much everything he says is cap, just so you know. Joe Rubicaba in the house. Purchase complete. Let's go. Congratulations. If you find out you used multiple windows, you get banned. Yeah, Ash is just capping. He's our resident capper. Epic number 64 for Alkalu. Congratulations. Epic 88 for Bao. Lots of epics in the chat. We don't know the prices yet, Alkalu. I don't think you're going to get... You might get extra for a 2-digit on an epic. You got to keep in mind, though, there's only 500. So, yeah, I guess that's not bad. Yeah, you should get extra, more than retail. Or more than floor price, sorry. For a 2-digit epic. Bao should get a lot more for the number 88. People like that serial number. Metalemon says, didn't get a chance to join the stream before the drop, but got dang lucky. Congratulations. Legendary 777 Armando. Holy crap. Congratulations. That's not possible, though. There's only 250 editions. How can you possibly get Legendary 777 if there's only 250 editions? I don't see that. There must be some kind of mistake there. Just got one. Congratulations, Pixel Pudding. What's up, Kobe Collects? If you guys collect Hero, make sure y'all are following Kobe Collects. He's always doing great streams over there on his channel. Wiz Comics, more value, or this one? Let's find out. Let's go in here. This one's 400K. for a 9.6. 400K for a 9.6. So I don't know why Wiz Comics doesn't do that well. I guess a lot of people haven't heard of that comic. Let me look it up real quick. Is it just Wiz Comics? I think I just took Wiz number 2. Wiz number 2. It's just funny to say. Let me check out the prices on that one. Wiz number 2, 280,000 for a 9.0. A 9.0 would here would be less. I don't know. That's tough. You got to ask a comic expert. You got to ask Marvelous Packs or My Collectibles or somebody. I'm not sure which one's better out of those two. I can see an argument for both. Capmondo, how do you get wallet address? I'll be signed. I can show you how to get wallet address, but I have to get into DC Palm first, and I'm still trying to get through the queues. I got like 4 queues up, and I can't get through the queues. Once I get through the queues, I can show you how to get the wallet address, but I did link a video. Let's see if that's still... I think this is the video right here that shows you how to get through the queues. Shout out to Random Heroes in the chat. I got an uncommon today. Number 7 was my token ID on early access. Shout out to Digital Snowflake, got one today as well. We got the biggest bro. He used the old Praygate 1 queue, and he got the drop. Congratulations. Oh, Armando said, sorry, meant number 77. So here's the thing about that, Armando. Here's the thing about that, and y'all pay attention for a second, and let me know what you think about it as well. So when it comes to special numbers on DC Palm, special serial numbers, let's say you were trying to get number 1939 for Superman number 1, or like Armando's got number 77 for Legendary, do those have any extra value? Because technically, if you think about it, and when they get put onto other platforms, number 77 is actually number 78. Number 69 is actually number 70, and number 1939 is actually number 1940 because the token ID starts at 0. So I'm not too confident into paying extra for special serial numbers. I still pay extra for lower serial numbers. That makes sense. But the special serial numbers, I'm not so sure on DC Palm because the way that they're numbered, what if 69 is actually number 70? You know what I'm thinking? So let me know if that's right. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But if you look at number 0, token ID 0 is actually token ID 1. So doesn't that mean token ID 1 is actually token ID 2? Bao says, how much should Epic number 88 be worth? Depends on what the floor price is for Epic. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be around 200, 250. Tony Padilla with the Legendary. Congratulations. And then you'll get extra for that serial number, I'm sure. Kali Brick with number 616. It's not Marvel, though, but there's comic book collectors who probably like that 616. Fareed says, Wiz should be the most valuable comic after Superman. I think the value is because of how scarce it is in the physical world, and I don't necessarily know that value translate over into the NFT world because it's not as scarce in the NFT world as it is in the physical world. El Che with the Legendary today. Congratulations. Orbit Flips owner here. How are you guys doing? Just bought at this site and got 4 Legendaries. Thanks, guys. I don't believe you, AJ Stacks. Why don't you prove it, bro? Prove it or shut up. How about that? See, I'm mean on my... People say I'm mean on Twitter, but I'm nice on YouTube. I just told that dude to shut up. How you like me now? Hammy says, my take on this is the number the public sees is going to be accepted as the official mint. But what will the public see? Are they going to see the token ID? Because VVNFTs have token IDs too, and they have serial numbers. I don't know if they're necessarily the same. I need to look into it more. Sharath with the Legendary. Congratulations. We got a lot of different price predictions on Legendary. Some people think it'll be 1,000 to 1,100, and some people think it's going to be down to 200 or 300. So it's really going to depend on what the floor price is, but you should get a little bit extra for a 2-digit, not a lot extra on a Legendary because most of them are 2 digits, or a lot of them anyway. What's up, ALXW? What's the special numbers for this one? That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't really do special numbers for DC Palm because they're token IDs, and like I was saying, if token ID 0 is really token ID 1, or is it really token? I mean, because it's the first one. So if token ID 0 is the first 1 minute, then it's really serial number 1. So that means token ID number 1 is really serial number 2. So if you're paying extra for token ID 69, but it's really serial number 70, that's why that's why I don't know if I want to pay extra for those. BB Drop says, Vault tells me to shut up all the time. That's not true. Shut up, dude. Why would you say that? I'm just kidding. Dana D says, DC Palm collectors cap harder than VV collectors? No, that's not even possible. Incorrigible Ghost Slayer says, I'm only caring about rarity on DC. Mint numbers not readily viewable, and agree with your take on them not being exact because, yeah. It makes it real confusing to me. VV Arcade's getting close to getting in there. YouTube got a comment. Congratulations. How much Legendary Ooh, number 19. Congratulations. You'll have to go into their Discord server, the DC Palm Discord server, to try to sell your low token IDs because, as you probably know, you can't see those token IDs on the market. So it's a little harder to get sales for them unless you're actually going out and try to sell them yourself. But with that low of a token ID, you had number 19. Let's say the floor is 1,000. I would think you could get 12, 1,300, 1,400 for it. Not a ton extra, but more than floor. New plan with a rare. Congratulations. I'm hearing it's sold out. Let me check DC3 Palm or DC3 Wiki. Mine says 1,100. Let's wait for it to update. Yeah, 1,100 left is what it says here. New plan says, how much can I get for? I don't know about the prices, y'all. We don't have floor prices yet. KCP just got one with the queue number 12,000. So I was right that about 10,000 queue numbers would still get it. Ash Cook saying sold out. Ash Cook is capping, y'all. Y'all will learn if you're new to the channel that Ash Cook in my chat caps. Farina Kruger says, is there a way to get out of the queue? Why would you want to get out of the queue? You could just exit. If you just X the page out, you're no longer in the queue. Either that or you got to wait for time to run out. Let's see. I got one at 9,000 people ahead of me. Estimated time 14 minutes. That's my lowest queue. Yeah. So I might not even be getting in here during the stream. Common gang for J Money, but 600. Oh, up 600% on my Ethereum long. So I'm still happy. Yeah, I heard crypto prices are going up. Every crypto is going up right now, except for the one. Guess which one? It's the Momi tokens. Dignity says, Armando, hush before you get muted. You keep lying, bro. That's your warning. Uh-oh. What did Armando say? Sold out, guys. Why y'all keep saying it's sold out? It's not sold out. Victor Texas says sold out. Is it sold out? I see 980. This kind of takes, I feel like this update's a little slow, so it might actually be sold out. VB Arcade got one. Congratulations, Arcade. Oliver says my account got unbanned and then banned again. Man, what are you doing? How do I check mint numbers, etc.? It's not letting me, says Kurazimi. All you would need to do is paste, bit my tongue. Paste your wallet address into this box right here and click on Get Rarity, and as you can see, it should pop up right there. Let's go. Shout out to biggest bros in the chat. John Gearson's just got one with a 15K queue, 900 left, 920. So yeah, even if you got a high queue number, stay with it. You might still get one. There's people with 15K queue numbers who are getting them now. Jam Sun just got one. Just got one with queue number 13,000. Congratulations, Crazy Dan. What do you expect these to sell for? Common and uncommons. I can show you our price predictions. Price predictions are looking pretty good, except for Quilly's Dead. If you take Quilly's Dad out of the mix, price predictions are looking great. Stefano's at 35, 44, 72, 220, and 980. Shoe Special's got 300, 290, 400, 2K, and 5K. He's our bull on this drop. Phantasm's at 40, 44, 80, 210, and 1K. And then Quilly's Dad is super bearish at 5, 6, 10, 20, 50. He don't like it. He don't like this comic. All right, let's see what Quilly himself says. 40, 60, 100, 280, and 1K. Aiden's at 30, 40, 60, 170, and 880. And we got Shaz down here with his price predictions at 29, 35, 64, 195 on the Epic, and 1100 on the Legendary. You see Dane K's price predictions as well, so price predictions are definitely looking good. Ash Cook says it's sold out, which basically means that it's not sold out yet. Investidor says my account was banned when I hit buy. Man, a lot of people getting banned today. Like I said, if you get banned, what you need to do is go into the DC Palm website and create a support ticket. And then go into the DC Palm Discord server, and I will link that invite. I'll paste that invite link in the chat in case you guys are not already in their Discord server. Once you get in there, I think there's a way to open a support ticket in here as well. And if you do that, support tickets right here, then they should be able to get to you pretty quick from what I hear. Kunal says, I got one from a 25K queue. Yeah, that makes sense because so many people had multiple queues. You might start getting the really high queue numbers might start getting in here because everybody's exiting out of their other queues. So you can see this one's getting closer. I'm at 8 minutes on this one. 6,800 people, 6,800 people ahead of me. If you get banned, they reverse it pretty quickly. That's what I hear. Or just email them DC NFT account block. That's how I got unbanned in like 5 minutes. There you go. Oliver K says he got unbanned in 5 minutes doing it that way. Uncommon for Rip It. Congratulations. Bruin88 just got one. Bruin88 says 600 left. They're going quick. Where do I get my wallet ID? John Gearson's. I could show you if I could get in here into the DC Palm platform. Let me just X out of these other ones. This is my lowest queue number. So really the only one that matters. I don't know if I'll be able to get in there, but I do have this video. That's not it. I do have this video you can check out. I mean, I guess I could just show the video real quick. Mute it and show the part that you're asking about. We'll do that. So this video will show you the Chrome Gate technique, also how to see your rarity before the reveal, also how to look up token ID numbers, and not only how to do it through DC3 Wiki, you can also see how to do it through the blockchain. All right, let me see if I can show you guys how to find your ID. I think this is the part right here. No, it's not. Okay. So people are asking how to find your token ID. Here's the info. Just need to log in to the DC Universe platform and go to one of the NFTs that you already own in your collection. Once you've selected an NFT that you already own and scroll down the page a little bit, you're going to see a link that says View on Palm Explorer, and you'll click on that so that you can find your wallet address. At the bottom of that page, there's going to be boxes called token transfers, and you're going to want to pay attention to the top box, whatever that is. If this is an NFT that you minted on a drop in the past from DC Palm, then you're only going to have one box there. It's going to be called token minting, and you'll see 3 lines of text in that box, and the middle one will have one address pointing to another address. The first address is always going to be that 0x0000 address, because that's the address that they mint from, and the address that it's pointing to is the person who minted that token. So if you minted that token, then that means that's your address. If the NFT you selected is an NFT that you purchased from the market, then that top box will say token transfer, and that'll be the box that you want to pay attention to. That box will also have 3 lines of text, and the middle line will have one address pointing to a second address, and the address that's being pointed to, that second address, is your address. So you'll want to copy and paste your wallet address. So hopefully that explains how to get your wallet address. As you saw here, you're just going into your collection, and then you pick any NFT you own and click on the View on Palm Explorer, and then there'll be boxes down here in the token transfers area. Just look at the top box, whatever it is. That box will have 3 lines of code. Look at the middle line. It'll have one address pointing to a second address. The second address is always yours on the top box. So hopefully that helps you with how to find your wallet address. Then you'll just type, or you'll paste your wallet address right here and click this button on dc3.wiki, and you'll be able to see the rarity and the token ID of your comic for that day. Looks like there's 500 left in the store. Kurazimi got a rare today. Congratulations. Sven says, I noticed you had some fun with the influencers. Be easy on them. I'm trying. 2K, how many left? 500 left. You should be all right. The numbers are going to be going down really fast now because everybody has multiple queues, and once they get the drop, they're just going to X out of all those other queues. Pokemon Fam Club says, I just got one. Congratulations. Was 18,000 in queue. Yeah, so a bad queue number is not always means that you're not going to get the drop. You can see my queue number is 24,000, and we're getting there. We might actually get in there. 3 minutes. 3,000 people ahead of me. 447 left. Actually, you can't see that very well, can you? Let me figure out a way to make that where you can see it better. There you go, 447. Yeah, 447 left. And I'll put this right here. Let's see if we make it in time. 2 minutes, 2,600 people ahead of me. It's going to be close. I was 24K. I started off at 24K. I got 2 minutes before I get in though. Jeff got a W, but probably Common Gang. I've only had Common so far. If you only had Common so far, then you have a good chance of not getting a Common today. Glenn Love is Common Gang. I've been pretty lucky on this platform. I've gotten 2 legendaries and 2 epics, I believe. Maybe 3 legendaries. At least 2 legendaries and 2 epics. I got an epic again on Tuesday. Got an uncommon today. Limit is 1 today. Sugar Shane says, my mom got her first NFT on this comic. Congratulations. Waiting until 2 to see. Yeah, she's on that suspense gate. If you don't want to go through all the work of looking up your rarity and your token ID before the reveal time, you could just wait until 2 o'clock, an hour and a half from now. Everybody will be able to reveal their comics that they got on the drop today just by clicking the reveal button. And at 2 o'clock, an hour and a half from now, that's whenever you'll be able to buy and sell these comics on the platform in their marketplace. Prince Mark Anthony with the epic today. Congratulations. Still nothing above rare for G Money. G Money has no luck on the DC Palm app. I don't know why I'm lucky on the DC Palm app. I know I'm not very lucky on VV. Like, I never get the low digits. Every once in a while, I hardly ever get secret rares. every once in a while. But I'm pretty lucky on DC Palm. I got that influencer gate going over there. Froey, call me in the house with Common Gang. A lot of Common Gang in the chat today. I like being an uncommon gang on DC Palm, and I'd rather be common gang than uncommon on VV. On DC Palm, I definitely like the uncommons better than the commons. 1,122 people ahead of me. 356 left. Now 972 people ahead of me. It's going to be cutting it close. Dr. Strange, common gang as well. Whole lot of common gang in the chat today. Let me go ahead and end this poll. Looks like 80% of the chat was going for it. Uncommon gang for Satish. Yeah, that's my favorite. Have you guys seen the uncommon today too? It looks pretty cool. It's like got a bunch of wrinkles on it, maybe. Citizen Kane says, when you wake up feeling lazy in bed and you don't pull any tickets to get any drops and score a secret rare on VV and you get the drop on DC, congratulations. Yeah, that was a good day. You didn't even have to get out of bed to have a good day. Wookie Cookie was 17,300. I'm assuming you got one. Congratulations. Incorrigible Goat Slayer got one legendary. No secret rares coming on VV. Only got a secret rare She-Hulk. My first secret rare was Toby. That's like the worst secret rare you can get. Justine got a legendary on my birthday. Congratulations on the legendary and happy birthday as well. This is a great comic to hit legendary on. You can see a lot of people have the predictions for the legendary to be over $1,000. Jamson also got a great drop today. Hit the epic. Why are you in the queue if you already got one? I was just going to get in there and show off my collection a little bit. Also, I wanted to show people how to get their wallet addresses, but I guess I put up the video and showed them already. So I don't know. I just haven't ended the stream yet is all that is. Just got one. Congratulations, Joshua. G-Money been hitting a bunch of secret rares on BV, so it's all good. I'd rather my luck be over there. Depends on the drop. Wookie Cookie got one. Let's go. Congratulations. Oh, are we in? We are in there finally. Let's go. I wish I could buy the comic. I'll click on buy. I don't think it's going to actually let me. Yeah, let me buy it. Let me buy it. And I got to log in. Let me put it over here and log in real quick. Like I said, I've already bought one on early access, and the limit is one today, so I don't really think they're going to let me buy it. But if I go to that page, it might show me exactly how many are available. All right. So here's what the common, uncommons, rare, epics, and legendaries looks like. I haven't really checked out the uncommon really well to see what it looks like. Looks like it's got a nice, good water stain right here. Got some wrinkles going on, maybe a little bit of tape up here. I'm a big fan of the uncommons, all this stuff they add to that. Let me click on buy comic and see what happens. Albonia says, what is the name of the site to check your mint? dc3.wiki. Yeah, I already purchased mine, so they're not going to let me. dc3.wiki is the website, and I click on live drop, the live drop button to get to this area. Let me go over here so you guys can see. 224 left. So I think I would have actually got one with that high IQ number. And you can't reveal until 2 p.m. And for my collection, like I said, I got that epic the other day. Last night, the floor was at 175, and I listed mine at 295. And last I checked, the floor was up to 285. And you'll just see a bunch of uncommons for me. I did pick up an epic Showcase 22 to flip, waiting for that price to go up a little bit. Bought one after 24K in the queue. Congratulations, Daniel D. Uncommon for Joe Rubalcaba. My secret rare on VV was Squirrel Girl. Ouch. Broken 88. Some people like Squirrel Girl, though. Diva says Toby is a sleeper girl. That's cap. Toby always and forever the gym mule. Yeah, the gym mule. That makes sense. Florida State Makeover says that was crazy. Got booted on my 6K number and got it back in on the 21K. Hey, at least you got one. Yeah, I wonder why you got booted on the 6K. That's messed up. There's my bat cow, y'all. Mono says Wonder Woman used to be wet and left us. Bro, why did I read that? My VV luck is crap and it is much better on DC. My luck is much better on DC too. I'm not sure why. The water stain is nice. Yes, I like the water stain. I'm all about finding the cool stuff. And if you look into some of these and you actually read them, you'll find a bunch of Easter, maybe not a bunch, but you'll find like the Easter eggs that they add to these uncommons. Let's look through it a little bit. If you have like a, oh crap. Oh wow, so they go frame by frame on these. If you have like an area where you could have filled it out back in the day, they might have it filled out by like some famous writer or something. I've seen that before. Some people really like their e-reader, the way they have it set up compared to how VV does theirs. You see all the cracking on the side, which is kind of cool. So they add all that extra stuff into the uncommons to make it look like they've been beat up. This is what I was talking about. Like some of these on some of the more recent comics, something like this would be like already filled out in pencil or pen or something, which is of course not real. They added that digitally just to make it look cool, and I think it does look cool. It's like artistic. All right, Looks like we got 160 left. Yep. I'm with you, Rewind. Mr. Planet Profit finally got in and got one. Congratulations. Price predictions for a legendary. I've seen them all the way from 800 to 1100. Melee Champ. Would you sell the Thinker at these prices? I'm not sure what the floor price is on the Thinker. I personally like the art, like the Starry Night and the Mona Lisa, more than the statue, the Thinker itself. But that's because we're all in a Web 2 world right now. Once we get into VR and we have our own virtual homes, the idea of having that statue in my home or on my lawn might be more appealing. Incorrigible Ghost Slayer is not digging Squirrel Girl. Everybody loves Squirrel Girl. Jameson says I actually like reading on DC. Yeah, a lot of people like that e-reader, the way it's set up. Uncommon for Silveretta. Yeah, I like the uncommons. Jay Kill in the house got one today. Congratulations, Jay Kill. How do people buy on the market by mint number? Oh, I can show you that. Let's see. All right, so that's a great question. If you want to get into the market and try to snipe low serial numbers, a lot of people do that nowadays because, as I've mentioned many times, the token IDs don't show up on the market or in the information at all. So what you can do, what's going on, man? As long as this all works fine and loads up. What you can do is go through and check all the token IDs, and people will do this on drop days, like here in an hour and a half whenever the market opens up for this new comic, and go through and try to pick up low token IDs for the floor price. So if you want to do that, what you need to do is go to dc3.wiki, and from this site you're going to want to go to mint numbers. There's a tab up here called mint numbers, or you can just go dc3wiki.mints, and you want to check what comic am I sniping. In this case it's Brave and the Bold, so I would go here and click on Brave and the Bold. Boom, right there. And so now what you can do is, before you buy anything, you can go to each one of these, copy it, paste it, get your number. That one is number 11114. Not worried about that. Go to the next one, copy it, paste it, check the token ID. Token ID for that one is 506. Go to the next one, copy and paste it, and that's how you snipe token IDs on the DC marketplace. And that one is number 1097. El Pistolero likes the intro. Thank you. That's my Ruggers intro. Don't get rug pulled, y'all. Demon says, hope we can put our stuff statically somewhere and another person can see it where I left my NFT. That's kind of my whole way of picturing how this is all going to work out, or at least the next implementation. As soon as we have those AR goggles, and people have AR goggles and they're driving around or they're walking around town, and they don't have to have the AR option turned on. But if they turn the AR option on and you have an NFT and you put it out in your front lawn, nobody else sees it unless they have AR goggles. But if you're somebody who has AR goggles and you're driving around and there's 4 or 5 people in the neighborhood who have NFTs in their yard, it'd be pretty cool that you're driving around, you see people's NFTs. You might have like a Todd McFarlane Batman above your house or something, and then somebody might see it from a mile away and be like, oh, let's go over there and see what they got. So that's kind of how I see it going with the AR glasses, a way of implementing NFT technology into real world stuff and kind of getting to that point of mass adoption. I didn't have much hope at 27,000, but just got one. Congratulations, Jeremy. Let's see what we're looking like on the number available. Should be about sold out by now. Please disable your ad blocker. I don't have an ad blocker. What are you talking about? 64 left, so it's about to be sold out. Did a refresh at 145 at Q and the error came out. That's not good. Oh no. Fog on the beat with a legendary today. Congratulations, legendary mint number 96. I don't think you'll probably get too much extra for the low mint. Maybe a little bit more for number 96. It's technically a 2-digit, but there's only 250 total. And I would think that those prices are going to be between 800 and 1100. That's what the price predictions are like. Personally, I thought that was a little high, but I'm not a comic expert. The edition sizes are pretty low on these. Only 250 total on the legendaries. So it might be 800 to 1000. I'd probably be like 500 to 700 personally on my prediction. Bruin 88 in the house with the Aston Martin badge. Let's go. That's the wrong button. Crap. I think we need a new logo icon at 18 months. Yeah, they won't. I don't know if I don't know if YouTube lets me do that. They might not. The next section might be 2 years. I haven't checked on that. I never thought I'd have any members that were members for more than a year, honestly. So I didn't even think about that. But you're right. I need to go in there and see if I can add some more badges. What should the badge be? Lambo badge? Ooh, I like that. Partner statue badge, maybe? Now that I have a little bit more editing skills, I can literally make anything a badge now. Incorrigible Goat Slayer says state government will find a way to make it illegal to drive with AR tech active. Although, well, I mean, you could be in the passenger seat. I mean, we're talking about Pokemon Go, bro. People did it on Pokemon Go. My mom used to crash into stuff playing Pokemon Go because she played so much. People do it. Tucson says, we're not so close to the big game in Ready Player One, but we are close to that final scene. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. All right, guys, it's about time to end on that note. It's about time to end the live stream. Like I said earlier, you won't be able to reveal these technically until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour and 20 minutes. If you go through the steps that I've mentioned where you put your wallet address into this area right here, you can find out your rarity and your token ID now, or you can just wait until 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, an hour and 20 minutes, you'll be able to buy and sell these comics, Sensation Comics #1, on the market, but until then, they won't be on the market. You can't list them. I'll take a Partners or a Lambo. I have both. Let's go. Shiraz says, what was the Wiz Comic Legendary floor selling for? I think Sensation should definitely, well, the Wiz Comic floor is low. It's a lot lower than people expected. I don't remember what it is right now, but it's probably lower than you think it is. Let me check the price predictions. I see somebody asking for that in the chat before we end the stream, and then we'll be signing off here. Thank you, Ghost Slayer. All right, here's your price predictions. I know, let me get to it. Somebody was asking for those. They're pretty high today. We only have a few. Do you like the DC drop system? No, this is not a good system. I mean, if I can get the comic every time, then that's not a good system. I mean, it's good for me. It's good for us. We're getting every single drop. But how are you going to get new users unless they're subscribing to my channel? I don't know. All right, so here's your price predictions one more time before we end the stream. Stefano says 35, 44, 72, 220, and 980. You're going to see some high predictions on these legendary shoe specials all the way up to 5K on it and 2K on the Epic. Phantasm's at 40, 44, 80, 210, and 1K. And then Quilly's dad is just clowning. That's why he got the clown emojis. Quilly himself, 40, 60, 100, 280, 1K. Aiden's got 30, 40, 60, 170, 880 on the legendary. So you can see price predictions are very high on these. Shaz is thinking 29, 35, 64, 195, and then 1100. And Dane K's got 20, 27, 40, 140, and 850. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me during this live stream. Keep in mind that VV Arcade will be live today at around 3 p.m. I'm not 100% sure if that's Eastern or Pacific time, Standard Time. Just make sure you're subscribed to his channel. You're following him on Twitter, and he's going to be having a virtual reality event. It's through Spatial that everybody can participate in, kind of like a party. And then tomorrow, I will be live again for the Star Wars posters drop. This one might actually be worth going for, looking at those edition sizes. Retail price isn't too high. I'm not sure if I'm going for it or not, but I will definitely be live streaming that drop. So if you are online during that stream, during that drop time, then make sure you come by and hang out with me. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for this drop. Hopefully you guys did all right, and if not, hopefully you're doing well sniping the market at 2 o'clock on DC Palm, because there are going to be some opportunities on the market if people start listing these too low. It's a good comic to hold on to. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.